Good evening YouTube, it's Mighty Grimlock. I'm back again with another review for you. What's going on? The background's totally changed. I'll tell you what's going on, my YouTube friends. Mrs. Grimlock has been pole dancing for a while and we finally managed to get a pole for the house. My desk was in the way of her spinning round, hence I've had to move. So there you go, that's why I'm here, and that's why you can now see all the way down my living room. Isn't it nice? Also, I do apologise if I've accidentally put the image of Grimlock pole dancing in anybody's head there. Today I'm looking at a lovely little bite-sized piece of plastic crack, the Kre-on Microchangers. I recently completed the entire wave 1 and I thought I'd do a bit of a Mighty Grimlock speed review for you. There's 12 bots in the line, so I figured I'd rate them in order of how much I like them, starting with the worst first and then getting on to the best one at the end. So here we go. 1 dozen! Number 12. At number 12 is Rampage. He's dull, he's boring, he's got no character, he has no details to speak of, and his alt mode is basically just him bending over. Just come with 3 weapons though. Although to be honest, the best bit about him is using his guns to make him look like Galactus. Legs 11! At 11 we have Insecticon, not Bombshell or Kickback or any of the other ones. He's just plain old Insecticon. I prefer to call him Genericon. He's got quite a grimacy face and his alt mode looks like a man lying down with a tool bench strapped to his belly. David's Den! Number 10. At number 10 we have Blastoff, who basically looks like a flying space coffin, but does score extra credit for having a Viper pilot's helmet on. Oh yes. Doctor's Orders! Number 9. At number 9 we have Quickslinger, who's a little aerial bot with a massive cone for his head in alt mode. In his robot mode he has a helmet which is supposed to have a visor, but the visor is the same colour as his helmet, so it kind of just looks like a blast shield. Garden Gate. Number 8. At number 8 we have Bludgeon. I know, he's awesome, we all love Bludgeon, Bludgeon's mint, Bludgeon's great. I'm not so keen on his Kre-o though. There's just too many colours going on, and none of them really blend together. He does have a nice sword, and an awesome little skeleton face, and his tank mode's pretty sweet too. I'm not making any jokes about Bludgeon in case he hunts me down to kill me. Lucky for some, number 7. At number 7 we have Dirge. And how nice is it to see a conehead get a run out rather than in standard Seeker Jet for once. Dirge ticks quite a good few boxes. He's got a really cool bot mode and quite a nice alt mode as well. For my taste though, he's just a little plain. Half a dozen. Number 6. At number 6 we have Inferno. We're getting quite tricky now because all these ones from here on in are pretty good. Inferno's really nice. He's got lovely little decals on his chest, a nice helmet, and he's got a wicked little gun hand here, which totally reminds me of Roboto from He-Man.
I think I'll get myself a nice cup of hot oil.
His alt mode's a little bit odd like, but what do you expect? They're Kreos, man. Man alive! Number 5. Oh, I told you they were getting good now. Hook is mint! Proper Constructicon colours. Nice little hook on the back. The best thing about him though is his helmet. It's really G1-esque. The helmet scores bonus points in alt mode too, because when you lay him down facing forwards he's got a carbon print on the top of it. Nice one, Hook. Knock at the door. Number 4. They say the female of the species is more deadly than the male. I think that applies to number 4. Airachnid. Airachnid is an awesome, scary, spider-esque tribute to Doc Ock with lipstick. She gets better still when you see her in her alt mode. Cup of tea. Number 3. At number 3 we have Springer, who is a very nice little representation of his G1 self. His helicopter mode just looks like he's indulging in a bit of the old internet pastime of planking, but his face is nice and mean, and he's got 2 swords and rotor blades that rotate. How can you argue with that? One little duck. Number 2. I debated whether this guy was my number 1 for a while. He's really cool. He's super cool. And doesn't he know it? Smug little git. Warpath is lovely and red, with a geet-honking cannon sticks out of his chest, and arms you can pretend are chainsaws. Kelly's Eye. Number 1. At number 1 we have Singe. Singe has the distinction of being the only bot that I hadn't actually heard of from this wave. Turns out he's originally one of Spinister's target masters. Bit obscure that. He's not a Decepticon anymore though. Now he's an Autobot with Starscream's head and huge flamethrowers. Nice. His sports car mode's pretty sweet too. Right, there you go. That was my first ever Mighty Grimlock mini review. Please come back again and hopefully I'll have something decent for you next time. Who knows? Ooh, auto assembly's coming soon. I'm getting so excited. Quick question. How would you find out what stands are going to be there so you can pre-order things from websites and such like? Anyone?